Step into the world of power, loyalty, and luck.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
With family, cannolis, and spins mean everything.
Now, you wanna get mixed up in the family business.
Introducing The Godfather at ChumbaCasino.com. Test your luck in the shadowy world of The Godfather slot.
Someday, I will call upon you to do a service for me.
Play The Godfather now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Welcome to the family.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Brunch with Brittany. We are back, and grab a drink. You know what to do. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Brunch with Brittany. We are back, and grab a drink. You know what to do. We brunch over here. I'm drinking a tequila margarita right now. Get yours. You're going to love our guest today, and it's truly a dope one. I know you're going to be excited. She is an On the Verge Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Brunch with Brittany. We are back, and grab a drink. You know what to do. We brunch over here. I'm drinking a tequila margarita right now. Get yours. You're going to love our guest today, and it's truly a dope one. I know you're going to be excited. She is an On the Verge iHeart artist. I'm so excited for her. And let me just say, it's the bars. It's the booty. It's the big energy for me. Welcome, everyone. Latto. Hey, girl.
Hey, Brittany.
Oh my goodness. Latto, welcome to Brunch with Brittany. We're over here in Florida. Have you ever been over here?
No, I haven't. I mean, not specifically, Fort Myers.
Yeah. Well, you got to make it over here soon someday. But for now, we'll have you right here. Latto. Oh my goodness. So I want to say, before we get into big energy, because it's one of my favorite songs. I've had on repeat when we get in the car. That's one of our first go-tos. Period. But yes, period. It's such a vibe. Everything about it. I wanted to ask you though, like, you have such an amazing story. Like, you've come such a long way. I know that you were one of the first things I've seen you on is Jermaine Dupri's reality show, The Rap Game. Tell me about, how did that start? You were like, how old then?
16.
16. Like, was that your idea?
Yeah, so basically, like, I had already been like making music and doing shows and stuff in Atlanta. So I was like creating like a little buzz in my city. So I would have like a good amount of I think at the time it was like MySpace and Facebook, like a good amount of followers on there, YouTube views, subscribers, all that. So I had like a good amount, and a lot of people tuned in to me in my hometown. So I think the producers of the show came across a video of mine that had went viral a while ago called Crush. I think I was like 14 when I did that. And they seen that, they reached out to do the Rap Game. Ended up doing that when I was 16. It came out when I was 17. And then from there, everything just started skyrocketing.
That's what I was gonna say, because I saw that too. Like, I feel like that show grew you? Would you say that?
Yes,
like,
for sure. I feel like that got my feet wet in the industry, prepared me for a lot of different like aspects. Like, we did like challenges as far as like interviews and freestyling, like different aspects of the industry that I have to do in real life now. I had prep on the TV show for sure.
Yeah, and now here we are with big energy, okay? And I love it so much because it has such an important message for us women that I can't say enough. So when I hear someone else say, I'm like, hell yes. So let's go into that. What about a person is some big D energy, would you say? Like, what is it?
Yeah, I always tell people, because, I got it from the internet, obviously. It was like this little funny saying on the internet about a guy. But I'm like, this can be like both genders to me. I feel like big energy, big D energy is like, it's an aura, it's a confidence. Tell people, because, I got it from the internet, obviously. It was like this little funny saying on the internet about a guy. But I'm like, this can be like both genders to me. I feel like big energy, big D energy is like, it's an aura, it's a confidence. It's like walking into the room and owning it. Nobody can tell you otherwise. It's loving yourself, loving every inch of yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's for both genders.
That's what I was curious about too, because I do hear that about men, but I like to call it big kitty energy. The problem is, but they do y'all not know how vaginas work? Like, just because it's a big kitty does not mean there is a big hole there. Like, can y'all learn how our vaginas really are, please?
It's all about just being the biggest overall. It's just big energy. Everything about it is big.
Yes. And like for me too, I agree with everything you said. Like it's that confidence. Like me and my girlfriend say that. Like it's that confidence. It's that walking into the room and you just like, period. People know, what you say is kind of like what goes, but in a good way, not like in a demanding.
Oh, yeah. Cocky way. It's more like it's confidence, not cocky.
Exactly. Period. So I wanted to ask you too. I love the line. Every line in the song hits for me. You don't understand. Like every line, I'm like, yes, yup, yes, again, repeat. So I love when you say, "Broke boys to the left, we don't want it." Can you tell these girls why it's so important not to be with a broke dude?
Well, let me start with this. I think you have to match the energy that you want to receive. You have to give that same energy. So let's not just be laid up on a couch waiting for this miracle man to come save the day. I believe in a hustling woman, and a hustling woman will attract a hustling man. Now, the importance of a hustling man, baby. Okay?
I'm listening.
Listen. We want a man that's gonna get up and go get it. We want a man that's gonna provide for the household. You got to think long term with these men. And all of those qualities start with yourself. So, I'm a hustling woman. So I'm attracting these rich men, these loyal men, you know what I'm saying? It's not even just financially, it's rich in mental, it's rich in spirit, and it starts with yourself. So these girls be wanting these men, but they be waiting on a couch with no job, no hustle, no drive.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
And that's how I feel too. To me, like being broke is also like a mentality. It's not just about the financial. Now, don't get me wrong. I'd rather get cheated on by a rich man than a broke man. Okay, it's just a little easier on my heartbreak, because at that point you're like, all right, well at least he takes me to dinners and vacations and stuff. But I do agree. Like I got to bring my own. We have to bring our own to the table. But I've just seen a lot of girls who do bring their own to the table and then end up with these broke dudes who break their heart. And it's like, why are we doing that?
Yeah, no tolerance for that. We all want the finer things in life. We all want to be taken care of,
Yeah, like girl, I remember
they try to make it seem like we money hungry, gold digging, baby. Ain't nothing wrong with wanting the finer things in life.
Right? Like for real, because here's the thing. I feel like I'm going to bring a lot more to your life too. Like I'm going to enrich your life. I'm going to take care of your mental, your emotional, like check on you. It's both ways. So like it for sure, that's how it is for me. I just remember like one of my exes, he could not afford, I remember one time dating a guy. He could not afford a 4-pack of Red Bull, girl. I had to buy him that at Walmart. I had to step in front of him in the line. Is one of my biggest regrets. Do you have any of those regrets?
Yeah, baby. Yes, I do. I've been there. I've held the little broke boy down. I've been there, but it don't seem to work out for me. So
Yeah, that fizzles out real quick. So we got Big Energy out right now. We love it. Honestly, big fans over here. Where are you at with the music, the album,
Yes. So I got a couple more surprises for the rest of the year, but we gonna be in this like tunnel vision hustle mode for the rest of the year. Couple little small surprises, but pretty much for the rest of this year, we about to gear up for top of the year. I'm dropping my album top of the year, first quarter. I do have the date, but I don't want to say it yet and disappoint my fans. But pretty much I'm ready to go top of the year. We about to take off, and I hope these bitches got their shoes laced up because I'm coming.
That's what I'm gonna ask. What's the vibe? What's the vibe? Because I want to get my shoes right.
Everything. I think I'm like growing as an artist as I'm growing as a woman, because I'm still 22. So like as I'm growing up as a woman, I'm growing as an artist. Let's try different new sounds, flows, etc. So it's a plethora, but to keep it like general, it's all gonna be boss bitch music. Yeah. With them like southern flows, but heavy bar play, heavy word play, heavy bars.
Yes, and I have to say, you mentioned you're 22 years old, and I'm gonna say you have big kitty energy, okay, to me. And here's the thing, you did something, and it was so iconic to me and so dope to me that I'm like, this is what we need to see more of. And okay, it was in the On God music video, the beginning scene, you walking up to this human toilet. Okay, you putting your face right there. You walk away. If you haven't seen it, the water falls out of his mouth. It basically looks like Latto's getting, some oral from a guy. Okay, and she's owning it. She's like, yes, that's what I came for, and I'm out. Bye, right? Yep. And it was so good to me because I know I have some girlfriends who literally don't want a guy to do that to them. Don't feel shy about it. Yeah, and they're like, I don't want to go there, and I just it hurts my heart because they're missing out on a beautiful thing. So like, where does that come from with you, where you're like,
what is life? What is life? What? Yeah, what?
These girls, please.
Okay, let's get this clear. It's deeper than just the sex. I feel like it's about like going 50-50 with a man. If you're pleasing a man, he need to be pleasing you. And I think a lot of the times, females and sex, we think it's all about the man's comfort, the man's nut. It's about his pleasure mostly. And I used to be like that too, girl. I used to. And so I know, like you said, that's what we were taught though. I feel like that's just kind of the norm. Exactly, and they get to just go around, oh, that was whack, and all that. But baby, we got to be getting our pleasure out of it too. And if that man has no interest or no desire in pleasing you, he got to go, because this is 50-50. This is 50-50. Yeah.
I agree, girl. I'll never go back to that. Like, no, I ask it on the first date. No, I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding, but I do expect it. So listen, Latto, I love this for you too. You are on the movie soundtrack for Bruised, which Halle Berry and Cardi B kind of put together this whole soundtrack. And yes. Tell me, did they reach out to you, or who reached out to you specifically? Like, how did that happen? I love that for you.
Yes, thank you. I think it was like a team to team thing, but yeah, I definitely was so excited about that. I feel like, I had to dig in my little inventory to find a song that was appropriate for that movie, because I wanted it to be so on brand. Like, I loved the idea of the movie. So I'm like, whatever I submit, especially knowing it's like an all-female thing, so we making history, I felt a little pressure to come up with the right song for the soundtrack, especially being executive produced by Cardi. I wanted to please her. Then legendary Halle Berry, baby. So yeah, I was super but I did feel a little pressure trying to find the right song for the project, for sure.
Yes, and the song is called Without Cursing. It's The F. But I saw your TikTok with Halle Berry doing the
yeah.
Halle was doing it with you. She was keeping up. I was like, surprised. Like, yo, did you ask her to do that?
Yes, I did. She was so cool, so humble. Like, when we was doing the interview together, I was like, it was just like, it was so authentic. Like, we was just going, like, so it was so authentic. The vibe was already there. So I was like, after the interview, I was like, Halle, do you be on TikTok? And she was like, yeah, kind of. I know a little something. My daughter be teaching me, whatever. So I was like, do you know this dance right here? It's like, yeah. So I was like, I'm gonna do it to my song Big Energy for TikTok. That's okay? And she was like, yeah, girl. She was so cool, so humble.
Iconic. I love it. I still watch it. Like, I'll go back to it because I'm like,
yeah,
it's just fun. It's fun to do.
She's so cute. I love her whole spirit, her whole personality. Everything about her is just top tier. She's the baddest.
You are too. So I want to say, I do this thing on my Brunch with Brittany podcast. It's called A Quickie with Brittany. And it's just quick questions, but just simple, like whatever comes to your mind, that's the answer. It don't got to be a whole thing, right?
Yeah.
So, and we'll start easy. We'll start day or night for you. What would you say?
Night.
Favorite meal?
Favorite.
Oh, your favorite meal?
Ooh.
Like if you're gonna go out, you're like, tonight I'm eating good. I'm getting. For me, it's crab legs. If I give you an example, like when I do crab legs, that's a good night.
I think I was finna say seafood boil, like, crab legs and all that, everything. Yeah.
So good, so good. You talk about in big energy, I could be your fantasy. What's your fantasy?
Ooh, what is my fantasy?
I have a lot.
I don't even let me think. I don't have like a weird fantasy.
No, it doesn't have to be weird. Like I haven't been tied up yet. That's still on my list of things to do.
Yeah. Okay. Let me think. Okay, so my fantasy would probably be like, I've never been tied up either. So that sounds
Girl, I'm like, I every time I'm about to buy them, something happens, like the straps or whatever, and then I just don't get it. Like, but I do love going to the store, and like now I'm going to the store, and I'm just gonna get stuff. I don't care if I know what it does. We'll figure it out together.
Buy now, try it later.
Yes.
The handcuffs action, something like that. I've never done it.
Yeah, I would like that. Okay, so what do you talk about in big energy too? 1 minute man. What do you do? Like that's not for me. I've had a 10-minute man, but I feel like that's okay because it was a lot of.
I feel like it's not that bad because realistically, I don't want to be fucking for an hour. That's
right. Like we need a small break in between, please.
That's for the movies. That's not real life. Real life, good minutes, 10, 15 minutes, but that's not the, downtown action. That's not included. Right. That's just penetration. 10, 15 minutes is that's fine.
Would you say like, I'm not seeing you again after that, something like that? Or are you like, I'll give it another chance?
I feel like he's just gonna get the impression because I'm just gonna be so over it, and my facial expressions. Oh my God, I can't hide them. So memo, and then when I go to the bathroom and pull out my little rose, he gonna know like, oh,
the rose. Oh my God, you have one. I've been wanting one. There's a new one where it has another attachment to it. Like it's the rose, and then it's like a little vibrator, like a long one, like that.
See, my man, he do the job, so I don't be using it no more. But I did.
Bring it in the bedroom, girl. I'm telling you, it's a together thing. It won't take away from it.
That's dangerous right there. That's dangerous.
You're like, he can't compete. You're like, no, I don't want to even do that to him. I get it. Okay, so Teyana Taylor, she has been giving everybody a lap dance from Lala Anthony, Dream Doll, Jada Cheese. Would you be willing to sit in the next seat?
Oh my God. I think I'm scared of Teyana.
Why?
I don't know if I can handle all that. I would try. I don't know if I'm gonna last, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a little nerve-wracking right there. Teyana is a bad bitch.
Really is. I know. I'm hoping I'm in the next chair soon. And then I do have a fan question. She loves you so much too. She reached out. She's like, can you please ask Latto who is her female crush?
Ooh.
Who would you say?
Female crush. Probably, this is gonna sound so typical, but I'm so sorry I can't, but Rihanna.
Yeah. She's
Riri is, I'm sorry, Riri is that in a bag of chips, all that in a bag of chips.
Yes. Oh, by the way, that was from Yenisei. She loves you so much. I want to make sure you heard her name. She was like that right now. She's like, Latto is saying everything I need to hear. She's got the vibe that I'm really going with right now. So yeah.
I really do love stuff like that. That is what keeps me going. I swear to God. Just knowing somebody is rooting for me, like they know me, like I'm their blood. That's what keep me going. So, hey girl, I love you.
Oh, thank you so much. Latto is big energy, is streaming. Go stream it. The album is coming soon, okay? And it's gonna be good vibes for us women that we need to all of that. All right. Latto, thank you so much for joining Brunch with Brittany. Thank you. Love you.
ET is Ryan Seacrest here. People always say it's good to unwind, but that's easier said than done. The exception, Chumba Casino. They actually make it easier done than said, or at least the same. Chumba Casino is an online social casino with hundreds of casino-style games like slots and blackjack. Play for fun. Play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. Sign up now and collect your free welcome bonus at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply.